Yeah.
All 4 of them.
Or 2. Potentially millions of people.
All right, well, welcome back to DogCon5. Broadcasting live from the Broadkill Riders Resort in Delaware, Broadkill Beach. And I think what we're going to do here pretty shortly is do a story swap where the authors read each other's stories. We haven't practiced. We haven't seen each other's stories yet, I don't think.
We haven't even decided who's getting what yet.
Yeah.
No, we haven't actually. So, yeah. But first, I was going to do the, every year we sort of have a brief sort of summary of what we've been up to for the past year, what our plans are for the future, where we're going. And first of all, I just want to thank everyone who took the effort to, come out here. I know it's sort of out of the way, but it's been, you've been great. We've had an awesome time. Thank you for your support. And obviously we couldn't do any of this without you. You're a great crowd, authors, editors, publicists, readers, reviewers, cool people, bearded weirdos.
Cool bearded
I have a beard now too.
I don't think it's anything that fits arms in.
Thank you for acknowledging me.
And psychopathic professors. So, so yeah, we've had a sort of a weird journey as publishers. I'm always very interested in the full scope of being a publisher, and if you talk to publishers, mostly they're just interested in books. They're not interested in the business aspect of things so much, and they're usually not interested in the community building. They're very into hierarchical thinking, and Mike broke me of this habit. I always tell people, first time I met Mike in person, we've been talking online. I met him at the World Horror Convention in 2003, Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow.
The most famous one.
I've heard about that party. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like in the middle of this, like the world's biggest field, big flat field with a gas station and a hotel.
It's amazing. Wow.
It was amazing.
Scary.
That is terrible. I love that.
Yes, and Racer Press, as I was their head of publicity at that time, and we had the pickle party. You might not remember the party. You might remember the smell, though.
Wow.
But when I first got there, Mike was talking with me outside, and I was brand new to things. I'd only been publishing for a couple years as an author, and I was like, oh, well, it's been really good talking to you. It's been really good, meeting you and talking. Thanks for the advice. You should probably get back inside and, talk to the real authors now or whatever. And Mike was like, fuck hierarchical thinking. I don't get into hierarchical thinking.
Brilliant. That's amazing.
I was like, oh, wow.
Mike's just like, I'm a genius.
Wow, it's going to be like really this egalitarian experience. We can all be in the trenches together. It's really cool. So I've always tried to sort of carry that with me, editing projects and being a publisher. And so, we try to have lots of transparency, let people know what's going on with things. And so it's getting back to what I was talking about before, studying the business side of things. I've been sort of going off the deep end of that, getting certified and all sorts of things over the course of the year. I think 77 certifications since early July. So
What the balls? How is that even a thing?
There were 77 certifications you could get.
Yeah, I know.
You could name all scuba. He just went to get scuba certified.
Yeah, I was like, what, CPR, scuba?
underwater
Yeah.
Certified
Animal handlers. Puppet master.
He can operate the moon rover now.
No, really.
He got his CDL.
Well, some of the
Practical
stuff,
knowledge.
a little bit of the stuff was off topic. I did some photojournalism stuff too. So, but anyway, so when you study ad campaigns, publicity campaigns, the development of products. All these are iterative processes. And so I was like, well, if we go back and look at ourselves, what has there been an iterative process? And you can sort of break it down into a couple different phases. RDSP 1.0. We sort of arrived on the scene and everybody told us we would die. And so we just sort of tried to get around on a respirator for a while and just survive and publish. And we got lots of good advice from people like Tom Monteleone and all sorts of helpful advice, and people who believed in us from the beginning, supported us. And that was good. We built up connections. We didn't die. People started taking us seriously. Then in 2008, 2009, the economy fell apart. And all the relationships we built up with stores all evaporated. All the business from libraries, that was our big money maker. That all went away because the first thing everybody cut was library budgets. And so we were like, oh wow, we are gonna die now. But it had been over 5 years at that point, and somehow people had started to know about us. They recognized our name, they recognized our authors, our books, and we were actually able to sell directly to the public. And I was like, oh wow, this is new, this is cool. We can actually do this, just sell to readers. And it wasn't selling in bulk anymore, but that sort of really played into our development over the course of RDSP 2.0. The internet, social media. When we started, there wasn't even like LiveJournal or MySpace yet. so building a platform, sort of going on just across the country, international, just sort of reaching people, building a network, and sort of restructuring. Now we are here in 2016. Jennifer and I said, well, let's reevaluate our situation. We need to shake things up. Let's go to the next level. RDSP 3.0. Okay, so what is that? We've been looking at the development of our company and our product, and we operate much more like a software startup. A lot of our approaches and techniques, and trying to find something new and different, looking for the customer islands that are out there instead of doing the same thing, competing in the crowded marketplace where you're just creating as much profit as possible, as cheaply as possible. So what do people who are into that kind of niche product need? What do they like? What do the successful software companies do? Maybe some of you are out there online watching us, critiquing us right now, judging our business processes. But well, we sort of looked at their general layout of okay, this is what we're going to do. The 1.0 of our product, 1.2, 1.3. So there's a foundation, and you build on that. So we are in the process of sort of rebuilding our web presence, getting a much stronger, broader base for our website to accommodate all the new features we're about to implement for the community. What we're going to do is, well, what we've already done is move to probably the fastest and most stable website platform out there. And the reason we need to do this is because we're hopefully very soon going to be having a lot of web traffic. We are building a social network, and we're not the first to do this.
That's right. The Arns and Social.
If you don't know about the Arns and Social Network, you need to get over to gorelets.com. Okay, and get on the Arns and Social Network.
Like Lawrence.com, it still exists.
Okay. Perfect.
It's just like
Okay.
I didn't know what to call it. It was a little bit of everything.
So our social integration, it comes with a variety variety of packages. We're going to go for the whole thing, I think. And so there will be messaging and sharing of, statuses, blogging, how people are feeling, friending and, private groups and stuff. The reason we're doing this is because we're also going to be implementing a platform for fan fiction. Yes.
You see Hannah's like.
Well, I looked directly at her when I said that.
What did you say?
I've already had multiple people threaten to write fanfic.
Well, a lot of what we do, like Jeffrey Thomas in his Punktown universe, for instance.
Right.
Of course, Hannah has her universe. A lot of people, Heidi Ruby Miller with her Ambassador verse, and so many others. We figured there needed to be a platform for people to engage in actual sponsored
Transformative work.
Yes, transformative work, sponsored transformative work, and sanctioned. Yes, so we're going to be implementing that. We've already scoped out the platform for that, and that platform allows people to, if they're not interested in fan fiction, you can just write, compose, chapters and novels or whatever stories there within the site. And we're looking at some other things too, like mainly the gamification of our whole social network, of our readers, the gamification of Raw Dog Screaming Press. So we're going to be having a 3.0 player's guide.
It's awesome.
We want to make things fun for people. We want people to be engaged. And of course, a big part of that is our investment in the webinar platform, Webinar Jam. If you're watching at home, you can click on the Webinar Jam logo there and check it all out for yourself. I highly recommend it. There are lots of platforms out there. This is the one we went with after lots of research. And so we'll be doing a lot more informative online gatherings and events like this, hopefully on a weekly basis or even daily as we move forward. And that includes also moving away from just webinars. We're also doing online workshops now in conjunction with the Broadkill Writers Resort. We do workshops in person. So we have platforms for online teaching now that we're also launching. And again, all this has been a lot of research, a lot of work for the implementation. We were going to have some of these things already in place for this weekend, but nothing is ever easy. But
You're busy getting all those 77 certifications. We get it.
John's already writing fanfic of Lion.
Yeah.
I'm on my 8th book already. No, but yeah. So those are just a few of the things that we are working on implementing over the course of the next year, and we'll be having updates regularly. But in the meantime, we're just going to try to remember the thing that got us here in the first place. Great authors, great books, great readers, good community. And I think that wraps up the State of the Dog for 2016. So again, thank you everyone. And I think now we'll be segueing over to our story swap.
Woo!
Okay, so.
Now, do we want to broadcast this story as well?
Yep, it's up to popular vote.
Obviously.
If people at home wanted to see it, they should have come. Next time, pay your
There
money.
should be some exclusive content, for the local.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Fine. Fuck them. Just close it.
And honestly, it's not going to be.
That's community building for you.
Hashtag.
Build a wall.
Oh my God.
Well,
So to be honest, I did.
the wall just got 10 books higher.
I did not set the 18 or over filter for this webinar like you're supposed to. So
You're right.
I think we'll go ahead and sign out now before it gets. Okay. Thanks for checking us out. Take care.
Very good.
I'm not racist.